It was cool. First season, a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces. It was a learning experience, and it was cool to kind of be in this situation and know what it'll look like moving forward.
Which NBA contracts have teams regretting their decisions? Well, today's your lucky day. Join us as we explore the 5 worst NBA contracts causing chaos in the league. So, who's draining their team's resources without delivering the goods? Let's find out. Number 1. Jordan Poole. The Washington Wizards' woes. How did Jordan Poole of the Washington Wizards become the talk of the NBA town? Poole's career has been a rollercoaster ride to say the least. From struggling to find his rhythm in the Golden State Warriors rotation to occasionally showcasing flashes of brilliance, his inconsistency has been a lingering issue. However, despite this inconsistency, Poole found himself with a hefty contract in hand upon joining the Wizards. But here's the kicker, he's massively underperforming. It's like the Wizards are investing in a potential that's yet to materialize, making this contract one of the worst in the league right now. When Poole first stepped onto the NBA court, there was a buzz around his potential. Fans and analysts alike saw him as a player with the ability to make a significant impact. However, as time went on, it became apparent that Poole's performance wasn't aligning with the expectations set for him. The Wizards find themselves in a bind, paying top dollar for a player who hasn't lived up to the hype. With each game that passes, the gap between what Poole is delivering and what the Wizards hoped for widens. It's a frustrating situation for everyone involved, the team, the fans, and even Poole himself. The Wizards' decision to invest in potential rather than proven performance has left them in a precarious position, unable to make the necessary moves to bolster their roster. Number 2. Jaylen Brown. The Boston Celtics' burden. Is Brown truly deserving of the largest contract in NBA history? Sure, he's undeniably talented, but with such a hefty price tag attached to him, one can't help but wonder if the Celtics are placing too big a bet on his potential. With so much money invested in Brown, the Celtics' dream of future championships could be hanging in the balance. It's a dilemma that's leaving Celtics fans feeling uneasy, knowing that this contract might just be the barrier to their team's long-term success. When Brown first burst onto the scene, he showed a promise as a rising star in the league. His athleticism, scoring ability, and defensive prowess made him a valuable asset for the Celtics. However, as the stakes grew higher, so did the expectations placed upon him. The Celtics saw Brown as a cornerstone for their future success and were willing to invest heavily in him to secure his services for the long haul. But as time went on, doubts began to creep in. Was Brown truly worth the astronomical sum the Celtics were paying him? With each passing season, the pressure mounted for Brown to justify his hefty paycheck with a consistent, high-level performance on the court. Unfortunately, the results have been mixed, leaving Celtics fans wondering if their team made the right decision in committing to such a significant portion of their salary cap to one player. Now, as the Celtics navigate the challenges of building a championship-caliber team, the weight of Brown's contract looms large. It's not just about his individual performance anymore, it's about how his salary impacts the team's ability to make other crucial roster moves. Every dollar spent on Brown is a dollar that can't be used to strengthen other areas of the team, leaving the Celtics in a precarious position as they strive for NBA glory. Number 3. Ben Simmons. The Brooklyn Nets dilemma. What happened to Ben Simmons? Once hailed as one of the NBA's most promising young talents. Moving on to Ben Simmons of the Brooklyn Nets, it's hard to ignore the stark contrast between his early potential and his current reality. Once considered a rising star with the Philadelphia 76ers, Simmons' career had taken a sharp nosedive in recent years. With a hefty contract and a string of nagging injuries, his value to the Nets is now up for debate. It's a classic case of a player failing to live up to the expectations set by his contract, making it one of the most regrettable deals in the league right now. When Simmons first entered the league, he was hailed as a generational talent, a player with the potential to revolutionize the game. His unique blend of size, athleticism, and playmaking ability made him a coveted asset for the 76ers. However, as time went on, cracks began to appear in Simmons' game. His reluctance to develop a reliable jump shot and his struggles at his free throw became glaring weaknesses that opposing teams exploited. Despite these shortcomings, the 76ers decided to invest heavily in Simmons, signing him to a lucrative contract extension. However, as the seasons progressed, it became increasingly clear that Simmons was not delivering the level of performance expected of a player with his salary. His lack of offensive versatility and his unwillingness to adapt his game to fit the team's needs became major liabilities for the 76ers. Fast forward to Simmons' tenure with the Brooklyn Nets, and the story remains much the same. While injuries have played a role in hampering his performance, there's no denying that Simmons has failed to live up to the hype. His value to the Nets is now in question, as they grapple with the reality of paying top dollar for a player whose impact on the court is far from assured. Number 4. Bradley Beal, the Phoenix Suns' predicament. Why is Bradley Beal's contract with the Phoenix Suns causing such a stir? Bradley Beal, known for his scoring prowess and offensive versatility, was once considered a valuable asset for any NBA team. However, despite his talent, Beal's contract with the Suns is raising eyebrows for all the wrong reasons. While he's undeniably a good player, many believe that this contract is vastly inflated given his current level of performance. With declining production and nagging health concerns, Beal's presence on the Suns roster is starting to feel more like a burden than a boon. It's a tricky situation for both Beal and the Suns, as they navigate through a contract that's becoming increasingly problematic. When Beal first joined the Suns, there was optimism surrounding his ability to elevate the team's offense and contribute to their success. However, as time has gone on, Beal's production began to decline, raising doubts about whether he's truly worth the hefty price tag attached to his name. His inability to consistently perform at a high level has left Suns fans feeling frustrated and management questioning the wisdom of their investment. Adding to the Suns' concerns are Beal's health issues, which have become a recurring theme in recent seasons. Injuries have sidelined him for extended periods, further diminishing his impact on the court and casting doubt on his ability to stay healthy for the duration of his contract. With each setback, the Suns are forced to confront the harsh reality that Beal's contract may be more of a liability than an asset. As the Suns strive to position themselves as contenders in the highly competitive NBA landscape, Beal's contract looms large as a potential stumbling block. Every dollar allocated to Beal is a dollar that could be used to bolster other areas of the team or pursue alternative roster upgrades. It's a delicate balancing act for the Suns' front office, as they weigh the potential benefits of retaining Beal against the drawbacks of his inflated contract and declining production. And number 5, Zach LaVine, the Chicago Bulls' conundrum. Have you ever wondered why Zach LaVine's contract with the Chicago Bulls is raising eyebrows? Last but not least on our list is Zach LaVine of the Chicago Bulls. When LaVine initially signed his contract, it appeared to be a smart move for both him and the Bulls. His scoring ability and athleticism made him a valuable asset for the team, and his contract seemed to reflect his potential to be a cornerstone player for their future success. However, recent events have cast doubt on whether his deal was indeed a wise investment for the Bulls. With LaVine's recent injury and declining performance, many are starting to question the validity of his contract. What was once seen as a promising investment for the Bulls is now beginning to look like a major mistake. The team had high hopes that LaVine would lead them to greater heights, but now they find themselves grappling with the harsh reality that they have overpaid for a player who may never reach his full potential. Injuries are a part of the game, but LaVine's recent setback has left the Bulls in a precarious position. His absence on the court has highlighted his importance to the team and raised concerns about their abilities to succeed without him. Additionally, LaVine's declining performance prior to his injury has only added fuel to the fire, leaving Bull fans feeling anxious about the future of their team. As the Bulls navigate through this challenging period, they're left to ponder the implications of LaVine's contract on their long-term success. Every dollar allocated to LaVine is a dollar that could be used to address other areas of need on the roster or pursue alternative avenues for improvement. It's a tough pill to swallow for a team that had such high hopes for LaVine's tenure with the Bulls. And there you have it, folks, the top 5 worst NBA contracts right now. Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more NBA content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.